Hey, you guys. What I'm going to do with you guys in this lesson is show you how to create and manage orders. As you see in here, we've got a couple of orders in here, drafts that we've already done. What I'm going to do is just click on the top right-hand corner, create order. Now you can do this in drafts, you can do this in orders. Just click create, and then on this next screen, here in the center is where we would add any products. So click add products, we'll just throw that on there. And then you add what the quantity is that you're gonna fulfill for that order. And in the top right over here, you add a customer. We already have one, Joe Mama. And when you click that, their information will populate here if they've already been, they're already in the system. If not, you would just put their name, and if it's not there, it'll give you the option to create one. Now, as an example, let's say one of your clients you're working with says, "Hey, we have a customer that's kind of like high profile. They own this really large business, and we want to send them some free products. Can you go ahead and send them X, Y, and Z?" You would come in here and do this manually like this. And then you would want to tag it in a way that it makes sense for anyone on customer support, anyone in the warehouse, anybody that has to touch this order in any way, shape, or form knows. And that's actually a perfect example they already have in there, urgent, right? So we'll tag that as urgent, right? This person's really important. And then you would click mark as paid. Now you only do that in this situation, right? Let's see, this will create an order, mark this as paid as if you received $39.95 outside of Shopify. Sure. Now, in any situation where maybe you had to do this manually, maybe you're out in public, somebody's going to give you $40, you would do it this same way, and then you'd have to have the accounting set up for that. Otherwise, if this was your store, same with your customers if they were going to do it that way. Now, one of the things I do in operations for Farmers Cart is on a daily basis, we have quite a bit of orders that come through every day. I actually have to come through here and like manually make sure they're all getting shipped, right? Now, the cool thing is because of the apps and the software we have in place, it's really rare that we have anything that doesn't. But we do have stuff that, if we don't check daily, it will get stuck in between software, it'll get stuck between apps. Technology is awesome, but it doesn't always work the way you want it to. And in one of those situations, let's say this first order, right? Let's say Joe came in here 3 days ago and he tried to order this and he paid for it and it hasn't shipped out yet. Now, what we would want to do is make sure that we came in, and if we were going to manually go about getting this sent out to the customer, make sure that we're leaving that comment so anybody else seeing this order is then, seeing, okay, this person's been handled already, this order's been taken care of, here's when it's shipped, so on and so forth. Now, when it comes down to it, if you are going to do that and then ship it manually and there isn't a software that is marking that for you, when that is shipped out, you would have to click mark as fulfilled, and then you need to put the tracking information in here. Now, for this example, we're just going to throw, a fake tracking number in, and we're going to leave it as other, and then we're going to click fulfill items. Now, anytime you're doing this, obviously don't do it this way. Don't put fake tracking number here. Be ethical. Make sure that you're putting the actual tracking number, because let's say that customer reaches out in a week and they say, "Hey, you guys sent me an email telling me my product was being shipped. I never received it." If you don't have the tracking number, you have no way to find it. It just causes a lot of headaches. So it'll leave you it'll put you in a position that you then know, okay, we can go and check and see what happened, and then you find out maybe it got held up because of a hurricane or something crazy. It's at a FedEx location just waiting to be shipped. That's an example of something that you can run into on a regular basis because of the unpredictability of the world. When it comes to finding these orders, obviously when you only have 3, it's no big deal. When you have 10,000, you want to make sure that you're really effectively using these options up here, but also that customer service and anybody else involved with the orders understands how to utilize tags, and it's very clear in terms of communication what tags are being used for what. As an example, a few months ago, we had a bunch of customers that wanted to order chicken products, and we ended up running out of chicken. And so we had to reach out to a bunch of people and say, hey, noticed that you ordered some chicken thighs. We actually ran out of those on Friday. Are you interested in swapping that out for a filet mignon steak? Then we would tag these, hey, this is, a swap filet. And then I would go through, or somebody else would go through and basically just switch it. Really simple. Utilizing all of this together is really going to make it a lot less of a headache, especially when you're doing the kind of volume that, after you guys are done with this course, you'd have the knowledge to be able to produce for the customers you're working with. Now, beyond managing customers this way, there's a bunch of other things you can do. If you're looking to just, let's say, a month ago there was a specific problem and now you need to reach out. Let's say you have some kind of recall. What you would then do is come in here and you say, okay, everyone that ordered between these dates, we'll just put, let's put May 1st and May 21st, right? So everyone that ordered between these dates, we need a list of those people and we need to reach out to them to say whether there's been a recall. What you could then do is set that up and then click export, and Shopify will actually send you an email with all of those customers in a CSV file. You can export it to Google Sheets, and then in that sheet, you'd have something where your customer support team or the client's customer support team could reach out and say, hey, we had a recall, just want to let you know, here's how we're taking care of that, blah, blah, blah. This screen, orders and products, outside of, the home screen, are really the two main screens that you guys are going to be using on a day-to-day basis with your customers, and then analytics and marketing, as well as discounts. Now, discounts are cool because you're only going to need to do those a couple times a month, maybe once a week. And as things scale, it'll get to a point that it's, doing a deal of the day and stuff like that. But as far as, customers are concerned, you want to make sure that you're really familiar with the orders tab, and that you have a process in place either for yourself or for any client you're working with for going through these on a regular basis to make sure customers are being taken care of. If not, it can lead to chargebacks, unnecessary refunds, bad reviews with the Better Business Bureau, all the bad stuff you don't want to deal with in business and you don't want to cause for your customers either. In the next video, though, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to show you guys some of the apps that you can use that'll make a lot of this stuff easier